68 degrees water temp. We're gonna turn off live scope now because something is going on lately. And when I use live scope, these fish folks, I'm telling you, when I use live scope for like continuous, there is a group of fish here and I keep the live scope on top of them. With time they disperse. So I'm starting to develop a phobia that these people can detect live scope and that they definitely don't like it. And also it's very deep here, surprisingly deep. My talon cannot reach. I dropped an anchor, if you can see. I dropped an anchor, but I dropped it too close to the bank. It's after work again. I want to sit on this spot for like 1 hour and just fish the whole spot. I want to fish this tree, I want to fish this grass, I want to fish this tree, and I want to fish the grass over there, also in front of the tree. I want to fish everything. And I dropped an anchor just so the sun and the wind is in my back, so I can sit here and enjoy fishing. And I'm gonna be very quiet and not to spook these fish, because these fish are not on bed. There is no beds here, but we had a sudden warming of temps. No bites. I saw plenty of little dots, maybe shiners, I don't know. But we had a sudden warming of the weather. It's like 80 degrees air temp. At least it was at some point of time today, 80 degrees air temp. And these fish folks, just for 24 hours, they pushed shallow. There was no fish shallow last week. They pushed shallow. And this weekend, they're projecting cold again, dropping down to 50s. So I've been fishing after work every day this week, trying to catch something. I wanted to fish over there in the shallow, but I see a boat there. And it's not like he's gonna catch my fish, but I don't want to fish next to a boat. I cannot, I can't talk the way I want to talk. I can't relax when there is a boat right next to me. But I'm in the deep end of the lake and I don't want to be at the deep end of the lake. I don't want to be at the deep end of the lake right now. That's what I would say. Let's get the Cast King Kestrel. And this is the F125 float. F125 float with a 1 gram jig. I gotta super glue some 1.25 gram jigs. See, I can't cast really all the way there. Quite strange, quite strange. Let's get a little closer. Why are you all the way there? Oh, that's a bite. We gotta find them somewhere. Oh my gosh, what a little bite. I mean, that was just and that looks like a crappie. I came here looking for the big bluegill. But I'll take a few crappie. You know what? I will take a few crappie. I'm using the Bison Color trout magnet because the water is clearer than what it looks here. It's actually pretty clear. Oh, that was a good bite. Finally, one good bite. Well, why when I cast there with the... Now I'm too close. Why when I cast there and twitching, they didn't want to touch it, but now they touch it. Down, it went down. Okay, so first two fish kind of away from the tree. To tell you the truth, they're not close to the tree. That is a nice bluegill. When they don't have the orange color, they don't look big, but this is 8-inch bluegill. And it's a female. She doesn't have the belly. I already got some with huge bellies. But this one doesn't have a belly. Is it spawned out or what is the deal? So the fish are bite again. So they're not really all the way on the bank. Maybe these are still staging because it's the deeper end of the lake. They either hit right away or don't hit at all. These fish are focused on doing something slow, very slow takedown. Probably crappie. I mean, just slow like a carp. If you have fished carp takes down the float very slow. This is what I'm looking for, this folks. This over here. Presso color bluegill on the Presso with the Kestrel. This jig head has brand new trout magnet, but it's pretty mangled because it has been super glued 3 times. I super glue them. When the fish tear off the trout magnet, I cut them off, I put them in a little box, but I don't throw them, of course. Take them home and I super glue them again. And they rip it off again after 20-30 fish. I take them home, super glue it again. Eventually the head gets so mangled. If it's a black head, I will touch it up with a Sharpie. This one has very little original paint left. It's pretty much just Sharpied at this point. But I'll tell you something about the Bijuan hooks. These hooks will remain 100% sharp to the end of their life. This hook, you can snag a rock. Somehow the tip is so hard, the tip is like a diamond. It just never gets, the tip never gets like this. Never gets blunt. I don't know. Let's try over there. That was right in front of the tree. Whoa. That was a hit right in front of the tree. Maybe I should get closer to the tree. And that feels very nice. Maybe we should get closer to the tree. The 5-pound line that I have, I told you I don't like it, will get handy. You know, nice bluegill, but last year I caught some trophies out of this lake. This year they're smaller. Let's try this way. Yeah, the water is pretty clear. I can see the bottom like 3 feet down. So these fish are not gonna bed too close to the... They're not gonna bed too close to the bank. I can see the bank. They will never bed where you can see their bed. Well, sometimes I have actually seen them, but usually they don't like the bed to be seen. Okay. A nice bluegill, don't get me wrong. For any other lake. But I'm looking for a 10-incher. Why are you bringing me so close? Good. Very close and sank right away. You gotta enjoy the beautiful background. I mean, look at this. This scenery is like for a postcard. Some males, some females. Straighten up, brother. Straighten up, brother. Decent, decent. Oh, one fish. Ooh, took a while. Crappie again. That's how you know there is no bed there. Once there is a bed of bluegill, there will be no crappie there. Man, this trout magnet got torn too easy, folks. Look, it got torn too easy. This trout magnet got torn too easy. It's okay, we're gonna catch a few more with it. I have a whole box. Super good, but this one was a little disappointing. We got a little wind and they became aggressive right away. Okay. Alright. They're not too big, but we're getting a bite here and there. We're getting a bite here and there. See? He's still 7.5. What a beautiful chap. Ooh, I felt this chap. Amazing feel. What, bass? Probably bass. I don't know. Catfish? Now this fish feels heavy. Did you spook all of my bluegill? Is this why I didn't catch nothing? Is this why I didn't catch nothing? Be a bass, be a bass. This can be a nice bass or a baby catfish. Doesn't want to jump, so you know what the odds are. Man, I haven't caught a fish with the Suara XR a long time. I forgot how much I like my Vanford reels. The Suara XR is just an orange color Vanford. There is something about the feel of these Vanfords. They don't feel smooth, but they feel so direct and I don't know, they feel so enjoyable. See how clear the water is? I still don't know if this is catfish or bass, but leaning strongly to catfish. I don't know if he can spook my bluegill. Is this why I didn't catch nothing? I don't think that's why though. Not even a big catfish. It's like a 1 pound catfish. Wow, good fight on the 1 pound catfish. Let's tighten then. Let's tighten up and give him the business. Let's muscle him with the Pressuair AGS and the Verivas ester line. Let's show him some muscle. What do you think? iFish has no muscle? Come here, I'll show you. I'll show you who you're messing with. I'll show you who you're messing with. You see, I put a little piece of cork there to lean my rod on the cork instead of on the metal rail, because these 99.9% carbon rods if you compromise, if you like nick the carbon a little bit, it's not gonna break right away, but then later you're gonna try to lift the fish, it's gonna snap, and you're gonna blame the fish and yourself, but you actually damaged it when you leaned it on the aluminum rail of the boat. Folks, I'm lifting anchor and getting out of here. It's too early. The water temps is good, but it's too early. They're not shallow yet. It will take another week or so for them to come, because this is the deep end of the lake. They will come shallow here, but maybe even 2 weeks more. But we caught some nice bluegill. We caught a few crappie, a channel catfish, and I can't deprive you of this beautiful scenery. So we're gonna publish this video with the few fish that we caught. Thank you for your patience, and yours truly is disconnecting from beautiful Tennessee. Bye bye.